love me, first love yourself. For that, and God we trust me, I don't trust myself. Your jewelry, I get it took. No show.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Florida, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. They will also match your first deposit up to $100, and you get a special pick when you sign up. Of course, I'm Judge Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with their hosts, Cam and Mase.
What's up, man?
What's up?
What's up, homie, man?
What's up, brother? We brothers today.
Where do you got a hat manufacturer in your house? Where do you keep getting all these hats from
You
this
heard
quick?
the good news today?
This nigga here,
My
boy.
other team. Yeah. The ducks and the bugs. The duck bugs.
Same colors, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh? You're a wild boy, man. I'm gonna keep it. I don't know how you get these hats this quick and how you get them in your possession. I don't know where the fuck you getting these hats from this quick. That's the only credit I'm gonna give you is that you get the hats quick. So look, who's your team? If this your other team.
My other team, I can't tell you everything that they told me.
You're a wild nigga,
They told
man.
me this was gonna happen, so I had the hat in advance, you know?
I must be they. I must be they. I guess I'm they. Yo, before we go, I'm doing this right now, September, whatever. Training camp starts next week. Who is your team? That's it. I don't want you. The Chiefs you said before the season started is your team. Who is your team?
What hat I got on? Yeah,
that man.
You know, I spent a lot of time in Milwaukee. You know,
when murder? When'd you spend a lot of time in Milwaukee?
I spent a lot of time in Milwaukee.
When?
All the years I haven't seen you. I was in Milwaukee.
Yo.
People know me out to Milwaukee. Shout out to Milwaukee, you know.
Oh, yo, man, I can't even vouch for. I can't even say nah. I didn't see you for a long
the
night.
Hines family, all y'all out there in Milwaukee, you know.
The Hines family.
Yeah, DJ, what's up, man?
Good to know. Definitely will keep that in mind when the season starts. Okay, so as we know, Damian Lillard was officially traded to the Milwaukee Bucks in a 3-team deal that sends Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, and Tumani Camara to Portland. And the Suns receive Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson. Do we like this trade?
I like the trade. I like the trade because, you know, we got Damian Lillard now in Milwaukee.
You're a wild nigga, boy. I never seen nothing like it in my life, man. I thought Wallow was a wild nigga. You passed Wallow. You got, this shit is fast, man. The Bucks is your team. All of a sudden,
They're
that's
my
crazy.
East Coast team. I didn't have an East Coast team. The East has been dead for a while, you know?
Milwaukee just won a couple years ago, Murder. What are you talking about? They just won.
I know, but they've been losing too since Giannis got hurt and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
1 year Boston went, then, you know, all this stuff going on now, you know. But Milwaukee, we back. We back. Killer. I thought you would approve of this. It's the Midwest, you know?
I have no problem with what's going on, but with you, I have a problem. That's my only problem is with you. I'm going to elaborate because
I thought we was brothers.
Yeah, we was, man. We step brothers, man. Listen, you're a wild nigga. All right, look, check it. I want to take my credit because I think I made the trade happen. We had Dame up here.
Yeah.
You know, Dame was very politically correct in answering this question, saying that in a perfect world, he would stay in Portland. And I take that as the world ain't perfect.
Yeah.
We know the world ain't perfect. So in other words, if I could get out of Portland, not saying he don't love the city, not saying he does, he grew up there. His NBA career grew up there. So no, that was a great answer. In the perfect world, I would love to stay in Portland. A bunch of other shows reported on what we reported on. But we know the world ain't perfect. And that kid, Scoot Henderson, has to play now. So
Yeah.
Simons is going there. I seen the writing on the wall for me personally. When they got rid of CJ McCullough, because Simons was doing good. And then when they drafted Scoot, I was like, they're looking for a new backcourt. They're rebuilding. So I think, to me, that even though they paid Dame all that money, they just didn't want to ship him to the Raptors, because that was circulating early in the week. They didn't want to ship him to Orlando Magic. They said, Dame, you did a lot for the organization. When everybody left, I had LaMarcus Aldridge there, a few other key players there that left. They said, let's get you somewhere where you can continue. You're 33 years old. I know you got a few years left. And I think the organization also wanted to do right by them, but they wanted to get back some value. So I think this is a great trade for Milwaukee, because Giannis was starting to put pressure on Milwaukee. He said, if you want me to stay, get somebody that's going to help
us win.
And this is the best.
Yeah.
This is the best you can get, Giannis. I'm talking about this on the market. And I know they're going to go into the luxury tax. I'm talking about Milwaukee, because both them niggas is fucking max players. So at the end of the day, then they redid Chris Middleton's deal. So Milwaukee's about to spend a shitload of money just on 3 players. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a great move for Milwaukee. I also think that this gives the Suns some depth. I know they get rid of You're from Phoenix too, by the way. I got it. But last time I checked, you was from Phoenix.
I didn't think this trade helped Phoenix.
You don't think so?
Nah.
What? So let me ask you this.
I think it helped Portland. I think it put them in a better position, as the coach, because the type of mindset that Chauncey Billups has, he probably would do better with coaching blue-collar players. So when he gets a person like Drew Holiday, I think that kind of fits the kind of system that he wants to run.
I don't think Drew Holiday going to stay. I think they're going to buy him out. They're already talking about him going to the Celtics or Miami. I don't think he's staying. I think they're going to buy him out, in my opinion. This is not definite yet, but I would say before next week is over, Drew Holiday won't be in Portland.
As long as he don't end up on the Lakers, that's all.
I have no facts or nothing about it, just my opinion. I think they're going to buy him out, and he's going to end up either going to Boston or Miami. I have no idea which one, but that's just my opinion. I think this does help the Suns, because Ayton already is not fitting in with what's going on over there. But even though they got rid of Chris Paul and they got a new coach, I'm not sure if he's fitting in with KD, Booker. I think they got more depth. Nurkic, he's used to playing against the Joker. He's another nigga that's always getting hurt too. That nigga stays getting hurt.
He's never available.
Yeah, he's never available.
Never.
But one thing I will say, and I like it, pause for KD, because I hate that nigga Grayson Allen. Because you know why? He's a habitual ball puncher, pause. Like, yo, I don't never get that shit. Like, that nigga punches
why would you do that?
Yo, and it's not like he's like a repeat offender of that shit. Like, I don't know if he's been doing it in the NBA, but in college, it was a sickness. Like, really, like, it was some mental shit. If you go to college, him kicking or punching somebody in the nuts, pause, like, purposely.
Yeah.
Like, it was some shit where he was crying and he had to do a whole speech about, I'm going to learn to control myself and I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, yo, my nigga is a man. That's wild disrespectful. You lucky niggas ain't wait for you outside the Coliseum or the stadium or wherever the fuck y'all playing. What is that about? You trying to fuck with niggas' kids and all type of shit. Yo, that shit is wild disrespectful.
Yeah, Mike Krzyzewski one time told him to take the whole summer off.
Right. That shit was fucking crazy. So, but if he on your team, he's like, yo, we need a nigga out. You know what to do. So I like this for my nigga KD. I think that's a good addition. It gives them a little more depth off the bench. And I think that the Suns will be all right as long as Nurkic doesn't get hurt consistently like he does. I'll tell you this much. I was just talking to Bob and Tito off camera, and I said, look, man, I tell you one thing. If the Joker comes back and dominate the way he dominated last 2-3 years, then it's just over for niggas. Because all I see all summer is the Joker getting drunk every fucking day of the fucking week.
Partying, dancing.
Falling out in the middle of the street, telling police, suck a dick, nigga, move. This is my town. You know what time it is. I run this shit. This nigga been drunk every day of the summer. He didn't play in FIFA.
Yeah.
Nigga said, man, fuck FIFA. I'll be back when it's time for the Olympics, man. I don't do the FIFA shit. I'm trying to get drunk. He didn't want to say for the parade when they won. He won. That nigga been drunk all summer. If he come back and bust your niggas ass this year, it is a serious problem that nigga is a natural. He ain't got to practice, and this will be scary for like the next 6-7 years because that nigga did not do. We haven't seen that nigga shoot a basketball since the finals.
Yeah.
Period.
And he's actually the only player in the NBA I think there's no answer for. I think people are answering every question but the Joker. Like they're getting bigger guards for the wing, they're getting bigger wing players, but who's going to stop the Joker?
Who do you think, as a center, is close to the Joker right now?
Joel Embiid will be the closest pick towards the Joker.
You think he's as good as the Joker?
Talent-wise, let me see. I think Joel Embiid is highly skilled, but I think Joker has something mentally that Joel Embiid doesn't have.
Joker ain't got no footwork. Joker don't got no Akeem. Bro, we was at the game.
He got bully basketball.
Bully basketball. And
he's not trying to
move
do
out
anything
my way,
else.
my nigga. Like, yo, you know, it's certain people from Europe.
He's like that little fat kid that got tall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He used to playing like this.
Yeah.
And
Like,
super growth spurt.
Yeah, like this nigga, look, you got niggas like Giannis. We was just talking about that the other day. You got niggas like Giannis who's about to pay Akeem $50,000 to learn this dream shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Joker said, I'd see y'all. Go do what y'all gotta do, man. I ain't got time for all that, man. I see y'all niggas in Philly. I see you in Milwaukee, nigga. I see
that nigga be like this.
Yeah. Yo.
I got this.
Yeah.
Like,
yo, family, nigga, he's shooting one-legged Dirk Nowitzki 3-point shots.
Yeah.
He's scoring 50 at will. Remember the game? I don't remember what game it was, but it was on the line. And that nigga said, yo, just move, nigga.
Yeah.
He moved the nigga out the way and was like,
and I was like, yeah, he taking over the game.
Yo, fam, me and you personally, Phoenix won the game. They lost a game. They lost game 6. We went to game 4. And we personally watched this man score 53 points with our eyes, not on TV.
Yeah.
Now, it was different when you sit there and watch 53 points and you sit there and watch Jamal Murray disrespect Cameron Payne and the rest of these guards. It was, yo, I ain't gonna front. It reminded me of one, because, you know, we go to games, you'll see niggas run the offense, be very professional, this, that, and the third. This really reminded me of when we played basketball, because it was the most disrespect I've seen in an NBA game. You know, I had the pleasure to see Steph play one time. Yeah. You know, he had a decent game. I think it was like 26, 27. But I can only put that type of disrespect towards what we witnessed that day between Jamal Murray and the Joker on how they was mad disrespectful. Now, don't get me wrong, KD had 30-something, Dev Book had 40-something. They went the fuck off, but I'm just talking about facial expression-wise.
Yeah, like when he was asking for the ball, he was like...
Jamal, that's what Jamal Murray's face was like.
He's like...
Yeah, like, look.
With the nigga standing right there. So I'm like, he must know something I don't know.
Yeah, me and Murder like, yo, am I bugging? Or is he violating these niggas? You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I think it's great for Lillard. Congratulations. You finally on a contender team. Milwaukee Bucks had the best record in the NBA last year. So you join the team that's very good. The best in the East, actually. They just lost in the playoffs. Definitely a contender in the East. The Suns, to me, even though Murder disagrees, I think they got better. I don't know how Ayton was going to fit in with everybody else for us anyway, but I think This is good. I think that it's some good stuff going on right now in the NBA. There's more to come. Pause.
I think the Suns got better, but not good enough to beat Denver yet. They still don't have an answer for the Joker.
I mean, listen, you got to think about this. So we're talking about the Suns.
Yeah.
What about Golden State? What about the Lakers? What about Sacramento on the rise?
Yeah.
What about all these teams? So right now Denver's still at the top. Pause.
And if Golden State add a big man, then they're a problem for Phoenix as well.
Damn, who the fuck just said they about to go see Golden State?
Dwight.
Somebody, Rudy Gay just signed with them for a year. And Dwight Howard's supposed to go talk to them. I don't know if that math equal with the Joker. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's still bully basketball.
Right. And the Joker looked like one of them niggas that even if he hurt, he not hurt.
Yeah, I think the only team that could really, I think they can match. I think we can match them now.
We.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Who is we?
The Bugs. Yeah, I think we can match them. You know, you put Giannis on the Joker, and now we got Damian Lillard versus Murray.
You got. I don't think Giannis got enough for the Joker. You know, you got to hope Lopez is going to be strong enough.
Yeah.
To deal with the Joker, but I don't even know about that.
We can pause. We can handle it.
He meant that too.
But I like that. Let me ask you this, and my last thing. Do you think we're responsible for this? Because let me ask you this. We had Lillard up here. We was about to talk about that. We knew we could catch the vibes he didn't want to be in Portland. The next day we said that the Giannis brothers ain't shit. And they need some real.
I was going to tell you about that.
They need some fucking help.
Giannis said he's not only getting a chip, he's going to get his brothers a chip and his auntie a chip when it's all said and done.
I see a lot of niggas in the comments talking about, look, motherfucking Giannis really won because he got his whole family on the team. That's really a win. Look, I dig it. If you can manipulate the system and get everybody on the team, I'm not knocking it. But we not going to act like niggas ain't occupying 2 roster spots that somebody could be playing for. So I'm not knocking him. I think that's a total one, getting your whole family on the team. That's crazy. I love it.
With the new owner, he was able to, finagle that.
I'm not mad at it. His brother been on the team. Brother been his personal assistant for years. But my question is, should we be GMing?
Yeah.
We might be.
I think we're doing a better job.
We might be GMing shit and we just don't realize that niggas is listening and we really the GMs of a lot of shit.
Wait a minute. That's a good idea. I see Dwight going to Golden State. I'm like, wait a minute. We are GMing.
We GMing. Now look.
It's called consulting.
We're available. Reach out. It's a bunch more moves that we can help a lot of y'all niggas out with. And as you see, we have accessibility. Holla at us now.
Yeah.
Now listen, we not saying we Jerry West and no shit like that, but we not far. Holla at us. We definitely available for consultation.
And then real quick before we move subjects, I know a lot of people were expecting Dame to go to Miami. In response to the trade on his Instagram story, Jimmy Butler said the Bucks need to be investigated for tampering. And then Tyler Hero responded what he said. So what do you think about their comments?
He was with him. That nigga Jimmy Butler said he was with him. Jimmy Butler snitching. He's his mother's son. He's his mother's son. Pat Riley ain't raised him to be like that.
Yo, that's a fact, man. Listen,
shout out to Game Spitter. He was with him.
Nigga said Jimmy Butler's in the integration room in the first 48, man. Talking about, yo, you got fries and a Coca-Cola.
He was with him.
Hey, yo. You got niggas who salty like you guys. So listen, from Jimmy Butler's point, because I watched the video.
He thought he was really going back.
This is mannerisms. This why he was with him is I like that. Nigga with him with this. I don't know. If you watch the video, nigga, like, I'm just saying, niggas just need to be investigated for tampering. This is exact words. I'm gonna do verbatim. Niggas say, I don't know, man, but niggas need to be investigated for tampering. You ain't hear it from me, though. What the fuck you told? Who we heard it from? This nigga say you ain't hear it from me after he said niggas need to be investigated for tampering.
This letdown for Miami is probably up there with, do you remember where you were the day when Chris Paul and Dwight Howard was supposed to go to the Lakers?
Yeah.
And David Stern stopped the trade?
Yeah.
This is that kind of heartbreak for Miami.
Yeah, man.
They thought we were right there.
They said help is on the way. Shaw voice. Help is on the way.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. That's what you always say when we're talking. You're like, man, I don't count no money.
Yeah, you can't count no money until it's in your pocket.
Until it's in your pocket.
That's a fact. Niggas say, yo, you got $7 million waiting on you, got $8 million. Let me know when it's in my pocket, man. I don't count nothing, man.
I don't count nothing until it's in my pocket.
And so, we verified the Jimmy Butler, all this. You ain't hear from me as well. But them niggas, you got to think about it. For the last month and a half, Dame going to Miami, Dame going to Miami, Dame going to Miami. And he didn't go to Miami. So.
But you know who's really happy? Tyler Hero.
Well, Tyler Hero said, well, he said what he said. What he said, but he capping. He
probably do the monkey wrench.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero said, I want to stay in Miami.
That's how you throw it off. With Jimmy. With Jimmy, he throw it off. Tyler Hero's like, whoa. Thank God.
He got all his stuff in boxes.
Yeah, because he
ready to move.
Listen, and no disrespect to Portland, I think Portland's a beautiful city, but to leave 85 degrees every day to go anywhere is like, God damn, man. Y'all from Florida. You know that's the best weather. So, and I have to agree on that. That's the best weather in the country. So to leave there and go somewhere else, Jimmy Butler. He right. Know that. But let me ask you this. After all these years, what does this say about Pat Riley's GMing skills right now?
I think Pat Riley has done a phenomenal job. I think from the early days even to now, he's done a stellar job with the talent he was able to recruit, the culture he was able to keeping even elderly players around. Who
you call elderly? For you, Don. You call it keeping elderly players around. Who's elderly?
Keeping it a family. Like you see it when you go through the culture. You know, I had the privilege of walking through there, and you see Alonzo Mourning, all of the players, people that played. I remember one time Juwan Howard was there before he went to, back to Michigan.
Right.
So keeping all of those players around even after.
Everybody you just named is elderly? That's what you said?
They're the elders. They're the elders of the players.
Okay, gotcha.
And I think no player wants to leave Battyland. Back to the first thing we was talking about. Tyler Hero and them guys, they don't want to leave Battyland.
All right, I'm totally agreeing with you. See, my thing is this, and I like what you said. That's a great point. Because Pat Riley, one of them niggas like, stop crying, nigga. We ain't get him. Go do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These niggas get on the gram and start crying. Pat Riley, like, look.
It would have been nice.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Right.
Now what you gonna do?
Yeah. So you gonna sit and cry about it? Because let me know if you gonna cry about it. We could get you the fuck up out of here, and you could ask about my GMing skills. We ain't got time for crybabies, man.
Pat Riley definitely gonna push all the buttons on the players until you get them to perform right.
Yeah, and Pat Riley's one of them old school niggas. I loved him. I don't know how true it is. You know, a lot of them was supporting Dangini, but some of them wasn't supporting that it's winning time on Showtime, and some of them were supporting it. I'm talking about people that was portrayed on the series. But the way they had Pat Riley, I thought I believed it. Seemed accurate to me.
When he punched the board, everything.
And see, you got it right. You got to know what buttons to push to motivate players. Me and Mase was talking yesterday, and our coach told us like one day in the locker room. We always talk about this same coach, but Murder reminded me that he said, "Yo, we was talking to saying something." He said, "Yo, Cam, Mase, I tell both of y'all right now, I'll trade. I was in 10th grade, he was in 11th grade. And he's like, Cam, I tell you right now, I tell all y'all right now, Cam and Mase, I'll trade both of y'all for Steph Marbury. and I'll do his homework for him. He said, when I turn my back, Mase is going to say I'm sucking dick.
No lie.
He said,
I trade both of y'all, you and Cam. And I'm going to go get him, and I'm going to bring him home. I'm going to bring him home and do his homework.
Every day for both of y'all.
Yeah, I trade both of y'all niggas. Y'all better be lucky we can't trade high school players.
We killed Steph Marbury.
Yeah, that nigga made us so mad.
That Steph Marbury ain't have a chance that year. I mean, of course he had an illustrious career past us, but that year, you had no motherfucking chance playing. We killed it.
Every day he'll be saying, you ain't gonna be able to do that against Corey.
Yeah.
Cam, go left.
Yeah, you can't go.
Darren Flicking gonna make you go left.
Exactly.
I'm like, yo, who is these niggas?
Yo, fam. Yeah. But that's the shit that we're talking about, motivating you and pushing the right buttons.
And he knew who he could do it to. Pause. Right. He knew who to say it to.
Right.
He knew we was up mentally to take on that challenge.
Absolutely. So
unlike Sean Payton and those kind of guys.
Absolutely.
You got to know who to do that to. You can't do a negative approach with people that's from the suburbs.
Somebody fragile.
They'll break down.
Yeah, somebody real.
They won't break through. They'll break down.
Yeah. You listen.
That's the truth.
No, you're right. Listen, what I say about that is, when you come to a press conference and your curl is wet, that's what you care about more than the actual game. You just playing football.
Yeah, you come patting your curls like
slick
this.
your hair down and all that other shit. You come after a football game and you down and you come with a wet curl. Look, man, you gotta know you can't talk to them wet curl niggas like that.
If you got a silk shirt on and a bonnet,
yeah,
you know you can't talk to them like that.
Nigga said he played with a bonnet under his helmet. That's crazy if the nigga play, if his helmet come off and the nigga got a bonnet on, it's wild. I'll leave it alone, man. But
niggas like that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Niggas
but Pat Riley, I think
really touchy.
You're right. Sensitive, very sensitive. But Pat Riley, I still think is a great GM, and I think before it's all said and done, he's gonna do something for Miami, or he's even gonna push some buttons to make them guys go. Y'all realize Miami was one game from being eliminated. There's in the play-in last year, ended up going to the championship.
Yeah, they got a meme out there, according to what we was just saying, where there's a player, he got his hair braided, right, and he had his nails painted, and he was covering his face like he needed a timeout. And I was like, these are the kind of players you can't say that to in a different time.
Yeah, different.
You got to be very sensitive.
Niggas is in the locker room doing the Tootsie Roll.
It's sexy red.
Sexy red.
Yo, this is crazy.
Yo, I heard niggas say, We in a definitely different time, baby.
Different time.
That is very, very, very true. Okay, moving on to football. Despite being 0-3, it seems Justin Fields is still optimistic about the Bears making the playoffs. He said, we've got 14 left at least. So what do you think?
Go ahead, Killer.
That's what he's supposed to say.
Yeah.
I'm not even pulling up no stats for Justin Fields. I'm not even doing it. Them niggas 0-3. I'll start doing some homework on the Bears when they win a game. I'm not going to sit there and see how many yards he threw for, what the rushing is, what their defense. Y'all 0-3. You've been all over the place, Justin Fields, week to week. Yeah. First is the coaches, and then it's not the coaches, then it's the players, then it's we a team, and now, look, you've been all over the place.
Dropping the football, you need to drop an EP.
Exactly. Exactly, man. So I'm not doing Justin Fields, Bub just let me know, because I wasn't checking on you, that you didn't even throw for 100 yards last week, and this is exactly why I'm not checking on you. Optimistic is the best way to go, because you know what happens? You start off 0-6, 0-7. Niggas start talking about, we're going to see what the second string could do. Guys start that 0-6, 0-7. That's when niggas start hitting that. Yo, we're going to let so-and-so, I don't know the second string quarterback name, we're going to let so-and-so start today. We just gonna try and see if we can come up with some chemistry. So
it's a mess out there in Chicago, man. They can let Lil Durk quarterback right now, man. It's horrible out there, man. Chicago is a mess. Let Lil Durk quarterback, man. Blueface, go try for the Bears, man. They could let Blueface quarterback. Blueface was nice in high school. Probably could do what Justin Fields doing right now. I'm here to motivate.
I ain't mad at it.
So, in addition to the Bears, 3 other teams have still yet to win a game. The Vikings, Panthers, and Broncos. They also all happen to play each other this week. So, who do you see being victorious? Like, the Vikings play the Panthers and the Bears play the Broncos.
The Vikings play the Broncos. Panthers. Okay. If the Vikings play the Panthers, I'm going with the Vikings. I got to go with the Vikings.
I agree with the Vikings. I think that they got a little more chemistry than everybody else. They played together a couple years now. I don't even know why they had an 0-3 start, to be honest with you. I thought the Vikings was really good last year. I have no idea what's going on over there. Like I said, they haven't won a game, so I ain't do no research on them niggas yet. I can't really do, I can't put my heart and my hard time in my research and the niggas who can't get a win, man. I got much other shit to do. Me and Murder run the business. We writing rhymes. We doing shows. We got to focus on somebody who's contenders. Now, if you're going to be 0-12, we'll definitely put some focus on you to see what the problem is. But I'm going to go, my answer is the Vikings, just because of the chemistry that they have over the last few years to get the win.
And then what about the Bears versus the Broncos?
Oh, my goodness.
It's a fucking mess. That's going to end in a draw.
Yeah, that's like Pampers versus trash. Your choice of stinkness right now. Pause. I don't know who you're picking at, man.
And just to add, because now that I'm like really reading into it, so like the Vikings versus the Broncos have 2 more veteran QBs, and then the Panthers and the Bears have younger quarterbacks. So how do you feel about like Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson losing? What does that mean for them? Should they be worried if they lose to
Kirk
Panthers
Cousins
and the
been
Bears?
manipulating the franchise tag for years. I don't think Kirk Cousins was worried about it. That nigga gonna have to get a check out the NFL.
So much money.
Yeah, I think it's at the point where Russell Wilson is just like, y'all see who fucked up our season. Nigga told me to stop kissing babies. I don't give a fuck. So to be honest, I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins just because I said the chemistry. Russell Wilson has not got it right since he's been in Denver. He has a Super Bowl, which Kirk Cousins doesn't, but it wasn't in Denver.
Yeah, I don't think he could have two horrible seasons like this and stick around.
Yeah, I mean, what I would do if I was Sean Payton, I'd call Pete Carroll, like, how'd you deal with the kid? What the fuck did you get to motivate him? You know what I'm saying? Pete Carroll had a lot of success with Russell Wilson, so maybe you need to get on the phone with him, Sean Payton, and figure some things out. But if I have to pick out of those 2, I'm going with Kirk Cousins right now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Until they get the college offense, then Russ ain't going to be able to do nothing.
So we're going to go to break. Let us know which team you think will be victorious. And when we return, we'll talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
But she really thinking about it, wanna be free.
Welcome back. So let's get into our underdog fantasy picks of the day. On Sunday, Miami will play Buffalo. Underdog fantasy has Tua at 3.5 rushing yards. Do you have him higher or lower?
Anything pause with Tua, I got to go higher. He's on.
I'm going to go higher. The reason I understand why they said that bet, because he's been killing without even having to rush. He hasn't even been running, even though he can run. But I totally understand why that's a bet. I'm going to go higher as well for more than 3.5 yards, but he hasn't been rushing. Miami's been so lethal that he hasn't even had to rush, and he's great rushing. So I think that Buffalo's going to do some homework. They're going to try and shut down the run a little bit, stop their receivers, of course, Tyreek Hill, but I don't think that's going to be possible. But to make a long story short, to cut it short, I'm going to go higher just because I think Miami's going to throw a different looks at Buffalo that they've been showing the rest of the league the first 3 weeks.
Okay. Raheem Mostert is at 51.5 rushing yards. Do you have him higher or lower?
That's interesting because I think all of the runs he had before, he won't be able to get that against Buffalo. So 50, I'm still going to go higher, though. Still going to go higher.
I'm going to go lower only because I'm not saying that he can't get higher than 50. I just think that Buffalo is going to be studying Miami so much that Miami's whole scheme is going to change from what they've been doing previously. And they're going to throw different looks at Buffalo that they've been doing the last few weeks. So I'm not saying he can't get higher than 50, but I'm going to go lower because I think it's going to be a whole new scheme for Buffalo.
So who you think going to get the run? Who you think going to get the runs?
I have no idea. I think that they have a great coach, and I think they have a great offensive coordinator, and I think that it's going to be different from what they've seen. Like I say, Tua may be Lamar Jackson this week.
Yeah.
They may hike it, fake, and he may rush for 15 yards. I just think it's going to be something different because they're planning on seeing what they see in the last 3 weeks. And I'm not saying it's one of them situations, too, that say you don't need to fix something that's not broke. Yeah. But it's one of them situations where you're watching so much film.
Yeah.
You watch, they watch more film than they practice, football players. So they're watching film, or they do this, or they do that, or this is what. And I don't think all the film that they watch, and I think is going to be thrown out the window.
That's good.
Okay. On Buffalo's side, Josh Allen is at half a total fumble. Do you have him higher or lower?
Half a fumble. Lower. This is not the game he needs to fumble. So I'm going to take that as he's going to come to play, and he's going to be ready to play. And he's not, and the line is going to do their job and not cause him to fumble. I don't see him fumbling this game.
I'm going to go higher. I agree with Mase to a certain extent. But the reason I'm going to go higher is because, and the reason I'm going higher is the reason that I like
Miami.
No, I'm saying, you're talking about Josh Allen, right?
Yeah.
The reason I like Josh Allen is because he takes chances.
Oh, yeah.
That nigga be trying to jump over niggas like he ain't 6'5" sometime. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Josh? Like, I like it because I'm like, this nigga could be a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? And if the game's on the line, he one of them niggas.
He gonna try it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He one of them try and fly over niggas, and it may cause a fumble.
Yeah.
Because he wants to win. That's a nigga who wants to win. And he may want it too much to where he runs a lot. Josh Allen for a nigga 6'5".
Yeah.
And, one of them, he's not necessarily stocky, but he's not like fucking Mahomes agile enough. He's a rumble-tumble nigga. So, he may not fumble, but the only reason I'm going to say higher is because
he take risks.
He take risks.
That's good.
Okay. Make sure to download the Underdog Fantasy app, and you can make your picks too. Okay. Got to talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. As we know, that's been all in the news, and they've gotten a lot of media attention. And now one of Travis's exes from his dating show, Catching Kelce, spoke out to warn Taylor. She said, Taylor seems like such a fun girl with a beautiful spirit, so I wish her the best of luck. But I wouldn't be a girl's girl if I didn't advise her to be smart. Only time will tell, but like the saying always goes, once a cheater, always a cheater. What are your thoughts on her comment?
Bitch, back up, man.
Yeah.
Bitches.
Yeah, you had your turn.
And don't get it fucked up. It's from the TV show, right?
Yeah.
You was clout chasing from the beginning. You wasn't like you really loved the nigga. You was on a date with him. You went to high school with him. You was clout chasing from the jump. You was clout chasing, trying to be on the TV show. You didn't try to jump in his DMs. You didn't try to fucking reach him via love letter, fan mail. You was clout chasing. So at the end of the day, now you're still clout chasing, trying to warn Taylor about fucking this nigga. Yo, he never gave a fuck about you. He was trying to get some ones on a reality show, and if you thought he was gonna marry any of them bitches that was on the show, I never seen the show, but you don't find love on them shows. You don't.
Yeah, you just go in the hot tub. This is not for love.
Right. Anybody, look, when you looking for love and it's 20 bitches lined up, like, it was one of them type joints.
What kind of show was it?
A flavor of love situation.
Oh my goodness.
See, now, look, Love and Hip Hop, I'm not co-signing, but at least niggas is in real relationships before you get on the show. You know what I'm saying? These people are in real relationships.
So these are like 20 girls like Joe Millionaire.
Yeah, exactly. Bitch, it was
trying to get the bag.
Bitch, it was one Newport in a pack. Fuck is you talking about? You was clout chasing from the jump.
One Newport in the pack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You try to make it to that. None of them niggas, I don't know, because I don't watch all these reality shows, but you not finding love. Like, look, we in here right now, same bitches line up. I made like 2 or 3.
Out of 20?
I'm just saying, like, you got to narrow it down, right? First time you fart, I'm going to have attitude. First time you breathe hard. Like, you going to look for shit not to like somebody. I'm not saying bitch can't fart around me and nothing like that. I'm just saying that you're going to find reasons after a while, because then you're going to be like, let's say you keep one of them and be like,
yeah, she snores.
Yeah, then you be like, what am I doing with this bitch that sent in an email to meet me on the television show? You just gonna double back and be like, come on now.
And
My opinion is—
now she giving Taylor advice?
Yes, so that's why I was about to pass to you, because I'm being long-winded with my answer. The moral of the story to me is you clout chasing to me. And I think that both of them are celebrities. I don't know if Kelsey's celebrity matches Taylor Swift's celebrity, which look at Staff talking about hell no it don't.
That's a different type.
Yeah, I dig it. That's why I said that. But
she got to be with somebody.
Yes, absolutely. Why she can't be with a farmer?
She like country music.
Yeah, that's why I said why she can't be with a farmer. But I think my thing is this too. When you deal with, and let me ask you, Murder.
What?
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm thinking. Well,
she couldn't be with a farmer. A farmer got to have enough chickens for
her. I dig it. I'm talking about me and you at this point.
Yeah.
I thought about it, and I'm not talking about now because obviously you're married. I'm talking about coming up. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
And for me now,
yeah.
What the fuck you bring to the table? Like, yo, when you've been a celebrity as long as I've been a celebrity, you know, bitches be want to be a nigga man and all this shit, but they can't handle what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot come with this shit. Jealousy. Oh, why you out so late? Oh, you always in the studio. Word, you doing another album? Because niggas do use the studio for an excuse. Sometimes nigga really be in the studio.
Nigga really be trying to figure it out.
So look, you may really be in the studio, but sometimes you may lie about being in the studio.
Yeah.
But if you be like, you wasn't in the studio, bitch, don't tell me I'm lying. I did enough songs in one night to lie about being in the studio the next night.
For the next 2 months.
Right. So you know what I told the girl? And look, it's rude to me, man. It's rude. I'm talking about the younger Cam. It's about 4 years ago. It's very rude to me, and I'm gonna admit it. And I'm sorry. I grew up a little bit. I'm saying I'm sorry. But you know, I was dealing with a female, and look, you ain't gotta be no celebrity to fuck me. As long as you hustle, as long as you try and get $1, as long as you out there. I don't need no girl that's not that got too much time on her hands. You got too much time on her hands, you keep asking what I'm doing and you ain't doing nothing, you annoying.
Yeah.
So, but one time this girl had too much time on her hands, and I told her I was somewhere. I said, look, I'm in, I think I was in LA. I was in Vegas, but I said I'm in LA, and she found out I was in Vegas.
Yeah.
She said, you lied to me. And I said, I can afford to lie. You're going to get about 4 or 5 lies a year. That's just the way it go, man. I work hard to give a couple lies. You're going to get that. I'm telling you now. I'm getting 4 lies a year.
4 lies a year.
Because I can afford. That's how I felt about it. Like, yo, you got too much time to be searching where I'm at and all that shit. I'm going to lie once in a while because you have too much time on your hands.
Why did you feel like you had to lie to her?
I was on the West Coast. She was on the East Coast. It didn't matter where I was at. You wasn't getting to me anyway. I didn't give a fuck. It wasn't even I didn't have to lie. I just was like, matter of fact, now I think about it, I didn't lie. You know what happened?
What happened?
Niggas started tracking niggas where niggas was at and all that. So I was in LA. Then I ended up coming to Vegas. Matter of fact, I wasn't a lie. I ended up coming to Vegas, but like, oh, I thought you was in LA. Bitch.
The plane brought me here.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care if I walk there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to lie to you because you deserve it. You're not working hard enough. Sorry. And then listen, ladies, I'm not like that anymore. I grew up. I'm way more mature now. I'm honest about shit. And this is why I'm telling you this, because I would love to be with one woman one day and that's it. But you got to match my hustle. Like, yo, my nigga, what are you bringing? I got shit to do.
What
and
if
I got
she say she is the table?
See, Steve Harvey said that.
Yeah.
He went broke twice. And he with a girl right now that's dated 2 drug dealers and is allegedly sleeping with his bodyguard and his chef. That is Steve Harvey if you want. He writing books on how to be with bitches. Yo, that is not who to look up to. That is not. You rather listen to me because I'm going to tell you the truth, my nigga. Steve Harvey sitting there. I seen him on Shannon Sharp talking about, you asking what that woman bring to the table. She is the table. This, that, and third. She's the table. The same interview, the very same interview, bro. Very same interview.
She is the table.
He said she took all my money. I had $2,200 left in my account.
Yeah, to figure it all out.
2 times. Nigga, the table gone. He eating with his hands and he got no silverware, nothing. So all that you is the table shit. Look, I'm a nigga.
That sound good for rap videos.
I like females that look great, but you make me feel good. That's what matters more than me. I told you last time, I like a worship. I told y'all to have my head. You give me a worship.
Explain the worship to
a worship? Go to Pornhub and type in worship when niggas lay back and let girls just do whatever they do. It's a worship right here where you just do this. This is all you doing. Girl admire your dick, look at it like it's the best thing in the world. Look around it like, oh my God, I never seen nothing like this in my life. Make you feel like you that nigga. That's a worship. Look, go to sex site. I know Mase. This is not for Mase. This is me or Treasure. Go to any website, type in worship. If you ever know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. That's my preference. Sorry, I don't mean to be long-winded about it.
You can't. Where you gonna find a girl?
You're right. You know what? I got a backup plan. I got it from my uncle. Yeah. Me and my uncle got a big, good backup plan. I'm not gonna say which uncle, right?
Yeah.
If I don't find the right female by the time I'm like 65, 70, I already got a bitch over there overseas. I'm grooming to clean my shit, my piss, make my bed, worship me till I die, and leave my son all the bread. I already got a male-ready bitch on standby for when I turn 72 years old if I don't find the right bitch. Hopefully I do. I ain't got to. My uncle put me onto that plan.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Toxic, Kim. You're toxic.
That's the whole thing. I'm not toxic.
It sounds like it.
Yo, let me ask you this.
Modern day.
Let me ask you this.
Modern day.
That's why I'm not toxic, because I leave.
Yeah.
Leave. Yo, I'm the nigga that leave. The last time a bitch left me, it was 2nd grade because I put gum in her hair. Bitches don't leave me. They toxic. Bitches don't leave me, bro. I gotta leave bitches. Ain't no bitch left me. You can go down the line, bitches don't leave me. You know what? I bring too much to the table. I'm handsome, I get money, I hustle, I'm fly. When the bitches don't, yo, that's fact. Murder, you know the bitches don't leave me. Bitches do not leave me. I gotta get rid of bitches. Yo, everywhere I go, bitches will move in, all type of shit. Listen, I'm looking for the right female. I want the right one. I want it. Toxic is when you stick around and fight. I don't fight.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen,
Yeah.
I had 3 order protections in my life on females. That's not toxic. When I got to go to court and get in the police station and get an order protection, I'm toxic. Nah, I'm being safe. I'm scared. You can't do nothing. So I don't understand how y'all think that's toxic.
You're hilarious.
How's that toxic if I got to get order protection? Forget it. Forget it. Come on, man.
You know, I just love coming on the show and learning different perspectives. Learned so much.
He hasn't changed one bit.
Nah, I'm dead ass. Look.
This nigga Cam haven't changed.
I'm saying I want to find the right woman, but we have to have a plan B in case we don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the right woman out there. I do. Look, I envy guys who have one woman. Because you know what? I know a couple guys who don't cheat. They don't cheat. They don't do nothing. I know like 2-3 niggas who don't cheat.
Yeah.
Who don't do nothing wrong. Them niggas, and when they out, they be like, I know you out with this bitch. I know you. And these niggas don't cheat. And they got to still deal with that shit. I be like, damn, man, you don't even cheat. And they still call and talk about.
You tell them he might as well cheat.
Yeah, you might as well. You're getting accused of the shit anyway. And I be like, damn, you don't even do nothing wrong and you got to go through this shit. I'm done because then it's going, go ahead, man. I'm good.
Okay. So, J. Cole.
But anyway, hold on.
Oh, yeah, your
what do you
opinion
feel about
on,
the girl?
Oh, who?
The ex's comments about warning Taylor Swift that Travis Kelce is a cheater.
She's as toxic as Cam is.
That's crazy, man.
Nah, Cam, she might be more toxic.
I'm not
because
toxic.
she's jumping in she's jumping in new relationships. Yeah. It's not like she's just like telling her friends. She's trying to stop new love for them. You know what I'm saying? That's a real hater right there. If something didn't work for you, that's cool, but let everybody go on and be great, right?
I agree. Input was definitely unnecessary.
Ain't like you and Taylor was tight before this.
Like, hey, girl, like,
was she following Taylor before this?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But see, this got her back in the news.
Yeah. And that's why she did it. Like you said, clout chasing.
But people also are calling her hater, so it depends what type of clout she wanted.
Yeah, but all news is good news when you're trying to be popping. All news. If you didn't touch your baby or you didn't, what else?
Snitch.
Touch your baby.
Snitch. Rat. That's my rules.
Yeah. Some people don't mind ratting either. They just.
A lot of people these days. They don't.
So it's really just touching a baby.
If you're not a pedophile.
Yeah.
Or
pedophile or rapist, you just use it. And it's crazy, but that's where we at. This your town.
You have to clarify when you say stuff.
I mean, your generation. They just trying to be lit. They don't care how. If you ask somebody right now, what would you rather be? People say famous. When we was growing up, we wanted to be something great. Right now, people just, if I get the fame, I'll figure the rest out, right? And sometimes that comes with trolling.
Weird, but I mean, each their own. Okay, moving along. J. Cole shared a letter on Instagram from Kaepernick requesting to join the Jets practice squad. Some things he said include, worst case scenario, you see what I have to offer and you're not impressed. Best case, you realize you have a real weapon at your disposal. He also clarifies that he never retired or stopped training. He still continued a strict schedule for the past 6 years. So should the Jets give him a chance?
Wait a minute. What does J. Cole got to do with that?
He just posted the letter from Kaepernick. I guess he asked if he could share it, and Cap said,
"Oh yeah, shout out to J. Cole then. J. Cole trying to make it happen for him. I think Kaepernick should be able to make the practice. Come on now, and especially with Aaron Rodgers gone. But I find it kind of funny. I gotta say it. You don't get on your knee and call yourself going against the system." And then end up back on your knees trying to get back in the system. Pause. What do you think about that, Keller? Because you know me, people expect me to tell the truth.
That's some poetic shit right there, man.
Yeah, J. Cole, the boy got on his knee to say he's against the system. Now he's back on his knees begging to get back in.
That's what that was going to be my. I like that. That's why you're clever. That's why you how many records you sold? 7 million. You put them words together. They sold 6, 7 million. You know how to put them words together. Because that's what I was going to say.
Only a person like me can leave
and come back.
And come back when you feel like it.
Yeah, I dig that.
He not me. Kaepernick ain't me.
I dig it 100%. I was going to say the same thing, not how you put it, but I was going to say I don't like the begging. I don't like it. That's what I was going to say. I don't like the begging. I thought the letter was very sincere. I thought it was dope. I think it's fucked up he's been blackballed because look, what he got on his knee for, and we pausing all this knee shit because it's not, we don't got time for that.
Yeah.
When he got on his knee for, everybody caught up 2-3 years later and agreed with it after he already stood for it. What I'll say
like
is
going to jail for marijuana. Being in jail 20 years for marijuana.
Right. Shout out to
now
my
it's legalized.
Right. Shout out to my nigga Rollo too. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Rollo.
Yeah. So 100%. But what I think is this, my personal opinion, and I've made this mistake and I've learned from it. When you sue big corporations, they're dead to you. You'll never be able to come back from that. Ever. So when you sue I'm not using my example. When you sue a fucking IBM or you sue a Coca-Cola or you sue Pepsi, when you sue billion-dollar corporations, win, lose, or draw, they're never fucking with you. And when he sued the NFL and they came to a conclusion of how much money they gave him, it was speculated 20, 30, 40 million, whatever it was.
Oh, he got the money.
Yes. They came.
So then he...
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, so this is a real teacher moment. Kaepernick, look at me, because you're trying to stand. You took a stand for a righteous cause. Whenever you take a stand for a righteous cause, you got to be willing, and J. Cole, listen to this as well. When you take a righteous cause, I did that with my career. If you take your stand for something, you have to be okay with whatever you lose to take that stand. Nobody else is responsible for what you lost or what you gain moving forward. You have to take that on the chin. That was part of your righteous cause.
Well said.
That was said very well. Okay, so let us know your thoughts about Kaepernick's letter. We're going to go to break. When we return, we will be joined by our football analyst and discuss Colorado.
Woo!
No.
That was for that response.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. What's stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free. Why am I in this woman way?
Hey, yo, make sure you go get your picks at Underdog Fantasy. Hit the link in the description. They're going to double what you put down the first time. So, if you put down 30, you're going to get 60. Put down 60, you're going to get 120. Put down 100, you're going to get 200. Make sure you go get that Underdog Fantasy app and support the show. It is what it is.
Welcome back. We are joined by our football analyst, Maurice Claret. How are you today?
Let me zoom in. Okay, Ohio State, we back, Mo. What's up, man? Yeah, there we go. There go
I
that
thought you had on a Bulldog shirt.
Yeah, nah, stop playing games, nigga. You see, I wore my red today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's up, Mo? How you, baby?
You see, we got it done last week with Notre Dame with all the final second touchdown. So Columbus on fire right now, and I seen OJ doing his thing, so I had to bring my helmet and bring my little my aesthetics in the background.
Hey, yo, This nigga.
Mo, you in Ohio? I'm in Milwaukee. We all Midwest now.
You know what, man? You know what? Depending on the outcome of this game, you know, I hope my Buffalo pull it off this weekend, but depending on the outcome of this game, I would love to have Mo and OJ up here at the same time, and let's see what goes on between USC and Ohio State. Let's have them have a debate.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to look into that. We may have a debate between you and OJ next week. Like you know, the presidency shit.
Presidential debate.
Yeah, we might have that, Mo. Yo, so Mo, going into
I'm
this.
going to be out there.
Yeah. I mean, we got both of y'all at the same time on the screen. We going to have a presidential debate, man. You said you're going to be out here next week?
No, I don't know. However you want to do it. If you want to put us on the screen, let me and OJ.
Oh, yeah, you're more than welcome to come in studio anytime, but if you can't make it, I'm just saying y'all both, we got that type of technology over here. You know what I'm saying? To have both of y'all on the screen at the same time. Now, going into this weekend, we see that Colorado, they got their ass kicked last weekend by Oregon. It looked really, really bad. What do you think, and what is your opinion moving forward this Saturday against USC? Colorado against USC.
You know, it's rough because they're going to Oregon or USC get a chance to look at everything that Oregon took advantage of. And they have better athletes at USC, and they have a better quarterback. And so I imagine the same thing that Oregon has success with, just matchups, you know. And Dion or the world knows that they don't have the personnel. They had Travis Hunter on defense. They may have a few pieces that they brought in from the transfer portal, but they just don't have the players, I believe, to stop somebody like Caleb Williams at the current moment and what USC has to offer. And then USC's running back just started getting going. So that's another dynamic or another variable on the offensive side that Colorado has to deal with. One of the biggest things with Colorado that they struggled with was their defensive linemen. They couldn't get any movement on the offensive line. And even if you do get movement, Caleb Williams is known for, you know, being a little bit stronger, being able to break tackles and run in and out of the pocket. And, you know, they down 21.5 points. You know, they favored, but it's for a reason. And you have to imagine for Caleb Williams, I think that this is going to be his national debut where the whole world sees him go on his campaign for a second run. So I don't say it's going to be as bad as Oregon, but I don't see how Colorado pulls this one out with Travis Hunter being down and those guys getting beat up last week. I mean, it's tough.
So when they lost against Oregon, what was that, 42-6? What score are you predicting? What score would you predict?
I would say something similar, and it's not to downgrade what Colorado is doing, but you know this dude is he's a Heisman Trophy finalist for a reason, or he won the Heisman last year, and he's going on the campaign again this year, and he's playing well, and the spotlight is on him, and I think just from an ego standpoint, even though Shedeur is good, he wants to separate himself and to say, okay, y'all thought this dude was good, but look at me. You know, if you ever seen be it at commercials or be it when he does interviews, he's a cool dude, Caleb Williams, but he has that thing inside of him that's like, yo, you know, I'm the best guy out here. I'm going on my second run for the Heisman. And I think that, you know, seeing that you'll have a national stage, I don't know how you don't try to seize that moment. So I would say something similar, 42, 49 points that they put up, and they have better athletes than Oregon. Remember that. They have a better team than Oregon, and I don't see how you slow them down.
Let me ask you this. Two-part question. Excuse me. Pardon me. Well, really one-part question. Is Shedeur still in the Heisman conversation right now?
Man, I feel he's in it because of what's taking place. But I think after this week, if all goes well for USC, you know, and he doesn't have a performance that you can match up to Caleb Williams, assuming that he has a great performance like he's had in the past, I don't know how they keep him in it, you know. And to me, this is like a storyline. I talked about this a few weeks back where, you know, you want to build Colorado up and you want to see what Prime has come and done to their program. But then there's a series of people, and this may be personal hate towards the father or just personal hate towards Shador, or just a storyline of breaking him down and saying what he can and can't do. And so me personally, I like him. I like what he stands for. I like his swag. I like everything he brings to the game. I like his personality. But I don't know. This week will tell a lot. You know,
So-
he has the stats over the first three. Go ahead.
So if USC was to lose to Colorado and Tupac Shadur pulls it off, where does this put him?
And where does this put Williams?
Well,
Yeah.
If he performs well, you have to go back up to the top of the charts, because that would be a huge swing to get beat last week by Oregon and then to have a major swing and come and beat USC, who's a better team, and he performs very well. And maybe it's the atmosphere. Maybe it's all those things that Shador does well with. You know what I'm saying? But just like a few weeks ago when I said, when you got Travis Hunter out, and this is just understanding football, when you had those people say, hey, we have Travis Hunter as a lockdown corner, that allows you to do so much with schemes. That allows you to double coverage other people. That allows you to say, hey, man, I have a person who's an island on this side of the field and we can scheme more. When you take him out of that situation, all of the schemes and all of the plans and all the things that your defense was allowed to do before, you can't do. And you're doing it with a lot less players. And one thing I just want y'all to understand is, when you have a younger guy who's in there and he's being thrown so many different looks that he's never seen before, he's never practiced before, or he's never just seen in front of him, it's tough. And that's why you have these guys who are super wide open, and you're talking about a quarterback who's real good at extending plays. I don't know. I just don't know how this goes down another way than what everybody else is anticipating.
Last thing before we get you out of here, final score of the game.
Let's go. I go 42-14 USC.
Okay.
That's good. I was going to say 50-14.
Buffalo had on 2 weeks ago.
It might be. I just see that as being a score. It could be Colorado 50-14.
Murder. What the fuck are you? So you can't just say 54-14 and whoever get to 50.
I'm just saying that could be the score. Or 45-9. That's what I'm just seeing, one of those scores. 45-9, 50-14. It depends on who's on the winning side.
Yo, Mo, thank you so much for joining us, and we're gonna see what we're gonna get. We're gonna talk to you early next week, and we're gonna see after this game if we get you and OJ with this debate between Ohio State and USC, because OJ be trying to come in here in front, and I don't got the cachet that you got. We gonna front on them niggas because you got a national championship. So yeah, we gonna get that going.
Okay.
Thanks, Mo. Appreciate you.
Thank you. And I don't know what the score will be, but one thing I do know is that everyone will be tuned in this weekend.
I'm pulling up. I was going, You know what? Because I was going to say the players need some time off, and they may not need a bunch of people there. You know, fuck all that. We pulling up.
Yeah, that's when they need us the most.
Yo, ain't been all right.
It's crazy out here. Well, that's all the time we have.
Hold on. So hold on. Before we finish, I want to introduce a new segment to the show real quick.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people in the comments before we go. I want to ask Mase 2 questions a week because Mase doesn't get interviews. So a lot of people be like, yo, you can ask Mase this, you can ask Mase that. Seriously, this is worth everything I love. So I want to say every week I'm going to ask Mase 2 questions that the fans ask me that he doesn't do, because Mase doesn't do interviews.
All right.
And you know, he'll say he's not talking about it, or he will. So I'll just say I'm delivering the message.
All right.
So one question that I got is that a lot of people want to know, and they always ask me this, is that when you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
That's a man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram, man. Don't have me just out here crying and shit, man. I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie would do right by you.
Right.
So right. I thought he would do the best.
Thank you, man. I don't got time to start crying in here, Murder, man, but I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then secondly, another question, the last question of the week is what happened with management with Brandy's mom? Why did you stop letting her manage you?
Why did I stop? I don't even remember. That time is like
fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you go through like PTSD,
right.
I probably have to think back because sometimes you blocking out something.
Right,
that
absolutely.
happened that make you not see that. So I probably need time to think about that to answer that. She was a great manager. She made me a lot of money. She helped me to get paid. Shout out to Sonya Norwood.
Well, I asked the questions, y'all. Think of 2 more next week, and we'll see what we could get out of Murder since he don't do these interviews. Thank you for answering the questions, and thank you for caring about a nigga, my nigga. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man.
No, that's super, super, super dope. And also, make sure to comment more questions you have for Mase, and also maybe Cam will answer some.
I answer questions all the time, nigga. That ain't no problem. You can ask me. I'm open book, nigga. Mase interviews course. That's why we can only do 2 a week because it's like 700 million questions and shit.
If you stay till the end, you'll definitely get more stuff. So that's all the time we have for today. And as always, it is what it is.
Big Macs, like when they doing